Hey, so today I want to talk about how you make yourself attractive to money. How you make yourself attractive to money because, money has energy. There's an energy to it. There's a vibe. And when you really need money and you're struggling for money, that feeling of needing it and not having enough, it pushes money away from you. And this is true because you see people that are rich are always getting richer. And what are they doing? They're not stressing about money. They make themselves attractive to money. They make it so that money wants to come into their pocket. Money wants to find their bank account. Money wants to pile up in their bank account. And the people that don't have money, they're struggling. They're wishing that they had money. They're complaining about not having enough money. And they're giving this whole vibe about, money is hard to get. Money is a struggle. And so what do you get? You attract that struggle. You attract that money is hard to get. So how do you change that? How do you actually make yourself attractive to money? The first thing is your mindset. It's how you have this relationship with money. When money has too much power over you, or when you worship money, like you see people worshiping money all the time, they make money the most important thing in their life. Like money is their God. Money is their savior. And when you make money the most important thing in your life, that means you're going to do anything just to get that money. And when you start to do anything to get that money, you've lost your moral code. You've lost who you are. Because we're not supposed to be here to worship money or chase money. Money's supposed to chase us. We're supposed to do things in service of others, do things that are beneficial to more than just yourself. And then people will give you money because you're doing a great job. People will give you money because they want you to help them. You have the solutions, you have the knowledge, you have the things that people want. So how do you make yourself attractive to money? First of all, you take away the need for money. Even if you need the money, like when I had a mountain of debt, the first thing that I did to turn it around was stop focusing on this mountain of debt. Stop focusing on that. I stopped worrying about how am I going to pay this bill? I was dodging bill collectors and things, but I didn't let it stress me. Instead, I started to say to myself, how can I start to make more money? What can I do to turn this whole thing around? And the first thing that I did was I started to create a positive relationship with money. So I got myself $100 cash, $20 bills in my pocket. I would just hold that money and feel that money and feel good about that money. And I said to myself, it doesn't matter who is chasing me for money. I have this $100. I can buy gas for my car. I can go eat food when I want to eat food. I can do whatever I want to with this $100. But I kept that $100 in my pocket. And I didn't really use it. I just used it as a way of having gratitude. I started feeling happy that I had at least this $100 and nobody could take it away from me. It wasn't in a bank account. It wasn't anywhere else. It was in my pocket. And then I started to look at, what things can I do to be able to start bringing more money into my life? And one of the things I started doing was started dressing more successfully, started speaking more successfully. I started to be the person that money would want to come in and find my pocket. Money would want to come and pile up in my bank account. So I wasn't faking it till I make it. I was more of just becoming who I needed to be, right? That energy level, that way of showing up. I started to show up as the successful person that I was going to become before I was even successful. And so as I started to see this shift in money, I started noticing all the little blessings that I had. I started counting my blessings. It was a huge turnaround for me. Once I started counting my blessings and realizing all the things that I had that, money can't buy, like my health, my happiness. Money doesn't buy your happiness. A lot of people think it does. All it buys you is security and it makes your life easier. But it doesn't buy you happiness. Because when you get a big chunk of money, yeah, you might go buy something. You might go out and eat at a restaurant. But once that event is done, once that celebration is done, all you have is money. You don't have this magical feeling. You're not feeling awesome When you start to see the money piling up in your bank account, it doesn't make you happy. It makes you feel secure. It makes you feel less stressed because now you're not worrying about money, you're not focusing on money, but it doesn't make your life, a huge amount more fun because you still have to have other people in your life to be able to go and celebrate and spend your money, help you spend that money. So if you pushed everybody away because you've just been focusing and worshiping money, once you have that money, that's all you're going to have. You're going to look around and it's like, well, now what do I do with this money? Who do I take out to spend it with? And then you start to think about, well, maybe this person's only hanging out with me because they want some of my money. And you start to get greedy and you get suspicious and paranoid. All those energies come with worshiping money. But if you don't worship money, you don't care about money, then you start to just meet people how they are. You have this vibe that you don't need the money, and the money just starts coming to you. And you start finding money in crazy different ways. The other day, I got a check from the government for, a pretty good sized check from the federal government. And I also got another check from the provincial government. I had no idea these checks were coming. All of a sudden, I had these checks. I didn't need the money, but I was happy to get it. I was grateful for it. But I don't waste it on foolishness. I use the money to make more money, or I use the money to celebrate. I have a gift with my family. Those type of things to create memories. That's the type of ways that I use money, extra money. So if I'm not using it as an investment, then I'm using it as a way to create memories and have good times with the people. Share it with the people that you love. But if you want to be attractive to money or anything in your life, whatever you want to have in your life, you want more of, you want to attract it, you have to be attractive to it. So you have to be the one that shows up, and that's going to attract that thing to you. You want to speak and you want to do more speaking events, you have to be attractive to the speaking event planners. They have to look at you and say, yeah, I would want that person to speak at my event. Now, how do you do that? You show up as the speaker that you are. And you don't show up hoping and wishing that you can get more speaking gigs. Nah, you just go do your thing. You go do your thing, you be the real you, and you'll be attractive. You're going to become attractive to the people that are needing you. Same thing with social media. You want to grow your social media? Be the person that you are. Just be the real you, and you're going to attract the people to you. And it's the same with money. You want to have more money? Stop worrying about money. Stop worshiping money. Stop thinking that money is going to solve all your problems. Because money can only solve money problems. It doesn't solve health problems. It doesn't really solve relationship problems. It only solves the lack of money problem. But if you stop worrying about money and take that energy away, because money is just energy. And it usually is a negative energy because people get greedy about it. But if you stop worshiping money and just realize that money is just a thing. It's just a thing. It's just something that we use, makes your life easier. You're able to do more things, the more money you have. But really what you're wanting to do is things, build memories, enjoy yourself, have fun. When you start to celebrate your life and you start showing up that I don't really need the money, but it's nice to have. When you start having that attitude, man, you're going to start to see your whole life change. You're going to become more attractive to money. And money's going to start piling up in your bank account, even though you're not really chasing money. You're not doing things for money. You're doing things to be in service of others. You're doing things to be able to build memories, to be able to create a nicer life for you and the people that you love. You start to have that attitude and take the worship of money away. Take it out of your life. Don't worship money anymore. You're going to find you're going to get more and more money. It's going to pile up on you. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Subscribe to this channel. I put a link in the description that you can check out my books. You can check out my programs. Check out the things I do. Follow me on Instagram, all of that stuff. And make sure you watch more of these videos because I'm doing all kinds of different videos, really helping you to use the mindset for success, helping you to use your feelings and your thoughts and marry them in the direction that you want to go so that you can create the life that you want to live and you can move forward in the direction of your dreams. So that's it for this one. Until next time, you heard.